Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ibrahim Alghamdi. This video is a demonstration of IoT Smart Life project. This project is part of COE 546 Computer Network Design. This is under the supervision of Dr. Tarek Sheltami, and it was developed by Ibrahim Alghamdi, Asim Gaafar, and Yasir Hassan. This is the outline of the presentation. Uh, First, we'll start with the introduction. After that, we'll see a problem statement. After that, we'll see the project objective. Then we'll have a look at the project overview. And at the end, we will demonstrate the project. Problem statement. With the great evolution of Internet of Things technology, its usage in day-to-day activities is not a luxury anymore. Moreover, the massive data that can be transferred over internet became feasible more than ever. Therefore, connecting a person's life with a well-connected Internet of Things network to all territory that he might be available in need to be simulated. This project aims to simulate an actual life of a person to be a smart life utilizing Internet of Things. The project consists of interconnected network of this person, hereafter referred to as a William, among different locations, I mean work, home, and hospital. Ultimately, the person can monitor his activities and important information using a developed dashboard that combine all locations in a web page. This is the overview of the project. The project will consist of three main components: smart home, smart work, and family healthcare. Therefore, all of these components are connected through cloud and be accessible anywhere, anytime. Ultimately, data availability in these components is consolidated in a smart life dashboard. This dashboard will be used to access all components using a PC or handheld device. In the smart home, home appliances will be accessible from Smart Life dashboard. Also, access control can be monitored through the dashboard. Nevertheless, power usage can be controlled remotely via a dashboard. Also, the smart home is equipped with a voice over IP. In the project and from the Smart Life dashboard, family members who have chronic disease such as diabetic and asthma will be monitored remotely. Moreover, the alert notification will be sent to in case of abnormal health condition. A person work is another component of the Smart Life project. Therefore, a tomato-based company is simulated in this project. In this company, three systems have been integrated with the Internet of Things, namely irrigation, temperature, and production systems. These systems can be monitored and controlled remotely through a Smart Life dashboard. Now we will see a demonstration of the project in Packet Tracer. This project was developed using CISCO Packet Tracer version 7, and this network consists of smart home, smart company, and hospital and family. The William will be able to access his network using smartphone or tablet or normal PC to access the dashboard to see all his smart life, and we can access from his smartphone by writing the smartlife.com website, and he will get to this page, and from my home he can access his home. Also, he can access his to his family from this link. Okay, this is a family. And also finally he can go to his work and control and see the control system in his work from his smartphone, and he will get this control system. Now we will start with my home uh, deeply with Mr. Yasir, my colleague Yasir, and he will explain in detail the smart home component.
As I continues to my teammate Ibrahim talk, the second part of our project Smart Life is Smart Home, controlling and monitoring. The electrical equipment of the house nowadays are very expensive in terms of time and effort. The leading technology IoT, Internet of Things, the leading technology to address those constraints simultaneously because it's offer fast, effortless, luxury way of controlling and monitoring those electrical equipment. So in this project, we developed a prototype of a smart home using a packet tracer. Our prototype are being used by 3 different people: William, the house owner, and his father Arthur, and his daughter Olivia. Our project consists of 3 main different network: the local house network, and the voice over IP network, and cloud service network. So the local network of the house is wireless connected to the equipment of the house using 2 home gateways, and then connected it to the internet. As we can see here, this is the physical layout of the smart home. It consists of different areas, starting with the main bedroom. This is the main bedroom, which is William bedroom. In this bedroom, as soon as anyone try to unlock the door, the webcam inside the room will start recording. And if anyone opens the door, the LED will turn it on, and the fan will turn it on. And if the door is unlocked and someone inside the room, or the motion detector detect a motion inside the room, then the webcam will start recording again. If the motion detector detect emotions, the webcam will start recording again. For room temperatures, we use a thermostat to manage the temperatures of the room in between 2 degrees, between 15 Celsius and 25 Celsius. If the temperature goes below 25, the thermostat will turn off the furnace and turn it on the ACs. And if the temperature goes below 15, the thermostat will turn it off the AC and turn it on the furnace. And we can control and monitor all those devices using any wireless devices. Like example here, we're using a tab by browsing the William home page and entering William account. As you can see here, those are the different devices in this bedroom. We can control and monitor all devices. We can unlock and unlock the door, and also we can turn it off the lamp or turn it on or increase its intensity. And also for the fan, we can turn it off or high or increase its speed, and so on. For the second area, we have the kitchen. Also, we can control all those devices using any wireless devices connected to the local network of the house. And we have a fire detector here. If the fire detector detects any fire inside the kitchen, it will automatically turn it on the fire sprinkler and open the windows and unlock the door. We keep the door closed to manage the fire inside, to be inside only the kitchen and not spread the whole house. Also you can turn it on your coffee machine to start making coffee for you until you reach the kitchen. And also we use a temperature to monitor the temperature inside the kitchen. And also we can control the light by turning it on and off as we do in the bedroom. For the third part, the sitting room, we use a smoke detector to detect smoke. And if the smoke detected exceeded a certain threshold, then the windows will will open and the siren will turn it on. And if the smoke detected was below the threshold, the windows will close and the siren will goes off. And also we can control the AC and the fans using any wireless device connected to the home network. And also we have a speaker and music player connected. The connection between them are, we use the Bluetooth connections, and the speaker are connected to the home gateway. We can control and monitor the speaker using any wireless device. For the Olivia and Arthur bedrooms, we have a different count for Olivia and different count for Arthur's. They can use their mobiles or their tab to monitor and control their device inside their rooms. So for Olivia here, we can enter Olivia's account. And we can see here this the devices inside the Olivia's rooms. Also, as soon as anyone unlocks the door, the webcam will turn it on, and if someone opens the door, the LED will turn it on. And also Olivia has a music player and a speaker. And also we have the furnace and AC will be controlled using temperature monitor. And also we can control the windows and the door by using Olivia tab. As well as Arthur's rooms, he can control the electrical equipment inside his room using his phone by entering his account, Arthur account. And those are the devices inside Arthur's bedroom. He can lock and unlock the door using his phone, and also he can turn it on or turn it off the webcam, the light, and the furnace, and as well as the ACs. Also we have voice over IP to handle voice and data locally inside the house. So we have a phone or telephone for Olivia and telephone for Arthur. If you want to make a call between them, then we will deal Olivier's number, which is 1015. As you can see here, the phone is ringing inside Olivier's room. Olivier can answer the call. As you can see here, it's connected. Also, we have 3 other telephones inside the office room of William. We have telephone and a PC to handle data, and also we have another phone inside the main bedroom and one inside the sitting room. Also, Olivia and Arthur can use their desktop PC to monitor and control their electrical equipment inside their rooms. For the last part, for the network room, as you can see here, we have the different network devices inside this room. So we control the access to this room by using RFID card and RFID reader. So if you have the valid card, you can enter the room. The reader will unlock the door so that you can enter the room. The webcam will start recording. But if you don't have the valid card, you have wrong card, the door will remain locked. You cannot enter the door, and the webcam also will start recording. And we use the same RFID to control the access to the garage by using valid and invalid card. For the last part here, we have a street light, have 2 status. It goes on by turning green the M here. If anyone goes nearby it, as you can see here, if it detects motions, then it will turn it on, and if there is no motion, it will remain off. And that's all for the smart home here. I will leave you with my teammate Asim.
With a smart healthcare system. In general, we have medical devices used by some family members. These devices send their data to a cloud services via cellular or Wi-Fi, for example. Here we are using cellular data. Then the servers on the cloud will manage the accessibility of this data. For example, people who have permission to view this data, like William, who is the guardian of the family, can access his family's medical records at the cloud. Also, medical workers using the hospital network can access these medical records in the cloud. And of course, there is an ISP who is responsible for connectivity between the aforementioned segments of our network. For demonstration, we are using 2 IoT-enabled personal medical devices targeted on 2 of the most common chronic diseases among elderly and young people, asthma and type 1 diabetes. The first device is a smart inhaler used by Jude, who is a young girl diagnosed with asthma. The second device is a closed-loop insulin delivery system used by Arthur, who is an old man diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Our goal is to utilize these devices to monitor health status of both patients. Both devices are sending medical data to the cloud to build medical database at this cloud. This medical database would be later useful for different parties, like the hospital, for example. The smart inhaler is a simple inhaler just with an embedded computer that records how many times the inhaler was used per minute, as well as the readings of temperature and humidity during that minute. These readings of temperature and humidity are provided by a temperature and humidity sensors. Humidity and temperature are both important to monitor, as they could affect patients' adherence to the prescribed medical doses. So if I want to use this smart inhaler, I just use it normally, like I use a normal inhaler, and this is a small single port computer will monitor the dosage of this device. The second device is an insulin closed-loop delivery system. It is used by Arthur. It is a self-contained blood glucose regulator that does not require any human intervention other than charging the battery and replacing insulin. The system consists of an insulin pump here, provided by this single-port computer. It injects insulin into the patient's body according to glucose readings received from this implantable glucose meter. We have here an LCD screen that displays the current readings of glucose of that patient, battery percentage, for example here it is 74, and the amount of insulin left on this pump. For example here it is displayed by 4 lines out of 5 lines. I can use these push buttons here to simulate charging the battery to 100% or replacing an insulin set. Also, we have the implantable glucose meter. I could affect it by this push button to simulate performing an exercise or a physical activity, or another push button to simulate having a meal. Of course, having a meal increases glucose level on the human body, and performing exercise reduces that level. So, I have also an LED and a buzzer. They are both used to alert the patient himself. This system also uses an email system for alerting William and the hospital on critical cases and other alerts. So William can use his mobile device to access the Smart Life portal. From that portal, he can view medical records of his family members. For example, he can go to Jude, this link here. It will display the data received by the smart inhaler used by his daughter, Jude. For example, here at this date and this time, the inhaler was used 2 times, and the recorded temperature is -0.5 Celsius, and the humidity rate at that time is 77.2. Okay. Now the second part is monitoring his father's glucose level here at Arthur. So he can go to this link, Arthur, and the glucose monitoring system will appear. We have this patient ID and age and name, and how many insulin consumed in the past day. This system displays the latest 48 readings. Here we have different readings. We can see that the glucose level is decreasing at very low levels, and it reached 180 2 times. 180 here, maybe it's our threshold. That is why 2 insulin shots were consumed during that time. One is consumed here when it reached 187, and one is consumed when it reached 185. Also, William will receive periodic and event-triggered emails about the health status of his family members. For example, here is an email about a regular update about the closed-loop insulin delivery system used by Arthur. Sometimes there is emails about the battery charge, for example, successfully, insulin replaced successfully, and there are critical insulin warnings when the insulin is not being replaced in the device. The last part is the hospital. At the hospital here, we have an emergency department that will receive emails alerting them about critical conditions of different registered patients, so that they can take actions accordingly. Also, doctors at the hospital can view the medical history of their patients, so that medical decisions made in the future could be based on this data. So, for example, the emergency department here, they have this computer, they have this email client. When they receive emails about very critical warnings. For example, here this very critical warning is that the glucose level of Arthur is very high, and there are no nasal insulin or power. That is why the device will not be able to pump insulin, and the glucose level will continue to grow. That is why it is very critical, and they have to take an action immediately, maybe sending an ambulance to Arthur's home. The second part is the doctor's computer. The doctor can also view the medical history of their patients. They can simply go to records.hospital.com. They have this health monitoring system, and currently there are only 2 registered patients. One is Arthur, for example. Here we have his latest glucose readings. It changed since the last time. These are new readings. And we have Jude here. It's registered as a patient with ID 02. Here they can view health data. It's being updated periodically every minute. So that's it about this project.
We will see how William can use his Smart Life dashboard to control and access his company, tomato-based company. And this is the network or the circus and his company, and we will see how we can control and monitor these devices through his Smart Life website. Now we'll go to our dashboard. My work, irrigation. In this system, in the irrigation system will consist of here humidity sensor, temperature sensor, and level sensor. When you go to irrigation dashboard, he can first start manually the irrigation. As you can see in this dashboard, it is manually off. Now manually on, and water is starting, level increasing. This will continue and level will be displayed here. Okay, now if you want to stop it from here. This is the manual operation. However, to automate this system, we have this automation system. By clicking auto, it will convert here to auto, and it will give you a timer here on time. On time means it will stay on, running for this period. After that, it will go off for a different period. And also we have a range here. This range is used to control this water to protect the system not to go over the range during the running. Now it is 2, 1, 0. Now off for another 35 or 34 seconds. How this is calculated? This is calculated based on this simple formula. On time is equal to 20 seconds times the level percentage plus 5 seconds times the humidity percentage plus 5 seconds times the temperature. As the temperature increase, the value or significant the weight of this factor will increase, so the maximum will be 5 seconds. And similarly here, humidity, if it is humid for 100%, it will be 5 seconds also. And here it is 20 seconds times the level. If the level is too low, it will be to 20 seconds. So this is inverse, or in, indirectly proportional to the time. As you can see here, it started again, and we can stop it from here. But before we stop it, we can see another system integrated here, which is the alarm. Once we have, okay, this is the time. Let's stop it, start it again, and see the level. Okay, I want to reach the level. I want to activate the alarm by having the actual level more than the set point here. So I will decrease the set point. See, immediately alarm goes, and this alarm also activated. In addition, email will be sent to William to alert him about the alarm. See, the level here is 4, and our range is from 1 to 4. Okay, so alarm is activated. See, here's the level. Once we turn it off, turn off, see the level decreased. Once it gets inside this level, the alarm will go off. Okay, now we'll go to the temperature controller. From my work here also, I can go to my temperature system. Temperature will consist of also temperature sensor, cooler, and heater. Now it is all manually off. As you can see here, alarm is already active because of the range. Already we are beyond the range. From 12 to 15, it's already beyond the range. So just we can now turn AC on to decrease the temperature. See, it is on now. Temperature will start dropping. However, it's very slow. Temperature is very slow. It will take time. Okay. In the meanwhile, let's go to the production. Here in this production, in this system, William would like to monitor the production quantity during while he's away from his company. So the boxes will go through this laser trip detector. Once they pass through this sensor, it will count, and the sensor also is connected to the smart device here that's connected to internet, and he can see it from this dashboard while it is in the field. Let's test it here. This is 1. This is 9, 10. Here, when we want to refresh, we see this quantity has already appeared in his dashboard. The system is programmed already to send notification email to him, alerting him that the quantity reached this level. It is programmed to have email after 8 boxes. Let's go to this. Still temperature is very high. My work temperature. It's slowly decreasing. Okay, now it is within the range. Now it is 414. Now it is it's off. It's it's within the normal range. When we turn it auto, it will control itself between these two to turn on and off the applicable one. Now temperature is increasing. It's increasing. Let me reduce the range set point so that I can I force it to go. So now it's beyond the range. It's already auto. Just turn this on. Okay, so the temperature is already high, so that's why it is keeping the cooler to cool this. Once the temperature decreases up to the 8 or below, it will start increasing the temperature by turning heater on. Okay, with this I conclude this part. Let me go to the email to see the notification coming from the system. Let me see it from the smartphone of the William. Okay, this is William, the smartphone. A lot of emails. Okay, temperature. We got a temperature here, as you can see. There we got the production that we made, 9 boxes. Also the another temperature, water level, the one we tested before. And that's it from the work. And with this I conclude my part, and this is the end of this project. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. Thank you.